Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips team leaders to lead through the challenges they face every day. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about and/or wrote down your top 3 priorities? If not, I'm going to share what I think about priorities and the importance of living them out. First of all, I want to share with you that this show is sponsored by the CLC team, and they help turn stagnating and unhealthy teams into high performing and high producing unified teams by creating an effective communication system while minimizing conflict. If that's something you and your team could use, look no further. Get more information at clcteam.com or email me directly at paul@clcteam.com. Okay, so this past week, my priorities and actually some of my values were challenged when I was asked by someone very close to me if I was living out my priorities on a daily basis. Or, in other words, was I truly making my priorities a priority? Or, as many people may say, did I have my priorities straight? Well, after thinking about it for about 2 seconds, I immediately knew. And much to my disappointment, I had to say that I was not keeping my priorities straight and or living them out. And I'll tell you, this tore me up inside, especially when this person told me that it was obvious. Man, you talk about an ouch moment. That was a serious kick in the seat. And I was in pain as I sat there and listened to them explain why they thought that way. And all I could do was sit there and agree with them. My actions and behaviors lately have not been in alignment with my priorities and some of the values that I consider to be my most important values. Well, of course, in order to keep your priorities straight, you must clearly know what they are. And my top 3 are God, family, and business, in that order. And I try to live with those 3 priorities in order. I always try to put God first and live by biblical principles. I believe the Bible is the one truth that we can rely on in our mixed up world. And I believe in spending quiet time with God and developing that personal relationship with Him. My family is my second priority, and they are right behind God. I want my family to always be able to say that I was there for them whenever they needed me, and that they knew that they were my highest priority next to God. I want to experience life with them to the fullest, and I want to teach them strong values by being the example for them. I want them to know they can talk to me about anything and be a good listener when they need me to be. I want to laugh and cry with them. Finally, my third priority is business, my career, or my calling. I can truly say that I absolutely love what I get to do every day. And that includes everything from creating and recording this podcast to uploading TikTok videos to creating inspiring leadership quote pictures to coaching leaders one on one, making leadership video courses to working with teams to help them resolve issues that are holding them back from being the stellar team that they can be. I love seeing a team transform from an unhealthy group of people into a high performing unified team. And I'll tell you, I hope I can continue to do what I love until the day I die, or about another 50 years. The thing is, I've been missing the mark on my 2 most important priorities. I've been slacking on my quiet time with God, and I've been putting my family behind my business. Now, don't get me wrong, I just mentioned how much I love what I do, but not at the cost of my 2 top priorities. And because I've been putting work first, everything else has been struggling a bit. The good thing here is that I know exactly what I need to do. I need to get my priorities straight again. I need to get intentional about my first 2 priorities. And when I do, I know my third priority will be so much better, so much more fruitful, because I won't be celebrating every small and or big win by myself. I'll feel God's presence and my family will be right there with me celebrating. Now, I know that's a lot of info to lay out there on you, But I promise there's a good reason. Today's challenge is for you to think about your top priorities and write them down. Yours may be similar to mine and or they may be drastically different. And that's perfectly okay because they're your priorities. The thing is, our priorities give us purpose and they allow us to look back and be satisfied and happy and truly feel successful with the way we are living. I believe that we all have specific priorities that we want to spend the majority of our time living out. And the quicker that we know exactly what they are, the more intentional that we can be about keeping them straight. So let me ask you, are you living out your priorities on a daily basis? Are you making your top priorities a priority? Are your priorities straight? Or do you need to make an adjustment or two like I do? If you are in the same boat I'm in, man, let's hold each other accountable. Let's challenge each other. Let's push each other to live our best life. Hey, that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I can't wait to see you again on Monday. Until then, run to your challenges.